some areas and with some people, there is still a view that this type of instant justice and street justice is what works best. So there is that huge gap, if you like, between what happens at a high political level and the reality of life on the ground.
I believe the feeling in the city is that we're supposed to be in a peace process over the last 11 years. And people are dumbfounded at why there is so many gunmen running around the city on a rampage, creating terror and fear in this community. And people are afraid and people are terrorised. As to what end do they think they're going to achieve anything in this?
Despite what politicians may like, and the reality is that people still, they're reluctant, they still have a basic reluctance to get involved with the police and so on. And there are still people who believe, well, you know, you go to the police, you don't get any result, or if you give in the name, nothing's done about it. And then the old stories of, well, sure, if somebody's handed over to the police, they just turn into an informer. And there's still that in the air here and still part of the culture, you know.
The PSNI says it can't break through those barriers alone.
Collective action is the best way to defeat them, for the communities, for the clergy, for our elected representatives, to say enough's enough, we don't want you anymore. We don't want this type of thuggery and brutality in our communities. We have signed up to policing. Policing is the way forward, and the PSNI are the only show in town.
But RAAD and the real IRA stand in the way, and they continue to operate a shadow system of what they call justice.
Nights I don't sleep. There's nights I sit and cry because of what I've lost. It's not. I didn't deserve this. It's not fair.
How do you think it'll be for Kieran's daughter?
She's only 2.5, and she's crying for her father every 5 minutes of the day. She doesn't know where he is. We don't know what to tell her. He loved for his daughter and his girlfriend and his family.
What is at stake amidst all this suffering and misery is a single question. In Republican areas, who owns the streets? Will it be the PSNI or a collection of brutal Republican dissidents and vigilantes issuing another generation with a summons to blood?